Hey Planner fam, welcome to today's video where I will be sharing my very first attempt at doing creative journaling. So without further ado, let's dive in. Now, if you're new around here, my name is Chloe and I'm the owner and creator behind Keshinomi, and I'm also the creator behind this YouTube channel, Planning with Chloe. Now, this is my first time doing creative journaling, as I said in the intro, and I've been super inspired by other creators that I've found on YouTube, particularly Amanda Leigh. I really appreciate her aesthetic. Her Instagram account is super gorgeous as well, so I will pop links to both her channel and her Instagram account down below in the description. Now, I did have to buy a few supplies to be able to do this. Those dot stickers that I'm using there, the circle stickers, they were already part of my planning kit, but I did go ahead and invest in a Travelers Company notebook. I think this is the 003. It's a blank notebook and I found it on Amazon UK, so I will pop a link to that below as well. I also invested in some sticker packs and ephemera, I hope I've said that right, vintage style ephemera kits. Also found those on Amazon UK, so I will pop links to all of that below. And what I did was I went through the pack and decided on the colour vibe that I wanted to go with to help keep everything cohesive. So I decided on quite a vintage, nude, washed out terracotta, dusty rose kind of vibe. Definitely warm tones, as you can probably make out here, and I pulled out bits and pieces that kind of fitted into that aesthetic that I was going for. I didn't just start off by pulling out whatever from the pack and sticking it down. I did try and gather what I felt worked well prior to sitting down and actually doing the creative part of putting the collage together. And you can see I've got a little perspex box there where I've put all of my gathered materials into one spot just to make life a little bit easier. Now, I'm sure people are probably really horrified by the fact that I am using a glue stick, but hey, I was just using what I had to hand. I've also got one of these glue tape rollers, which is really fun to use, but yeah, I thought I'd just give the glue stick a try as well, just because you can easily reposition things with the glue stick. So here we are, I've glued down this little tag. I actually found this jute kind of ribbony thing. It was part of some packaging from a product that I bought, and I don't know about you, but I am such a hoarder and a bit of a magpie. So when there's packaging that is super gorgeous, and that I just think, oh, I don't want to chuck this away because this might come in useful, I tend to hoard it away somewhere. And I do have a cabinet where I have rolls of ribbon that's come from packages and cakes and products and things like this. So yeah, please comment below, do you also hoard gorgeous little bits and pieces from packaging just in case they come in useful? So here we are, I am beginning to pull this layout together. I did pre-plan some of the positioning, but I think after a while you can keep tweaking it and keep tweaking it and keep tweaking it, and you just have to get to a point where done is done and start sticking things down and surrender to the fact that if something isn't quite right, then well, you just have to live with it. But I'm fairly satisfied with how this has come out. Quite like how everything is positioned there. Now, this is my first time doing hand lettering, so please excuse. I did go onto Etsy and find some lovely hand lettering packs by Emily Studying. I will pop a link to her Etsy shop in the description. She had this fabulous pack of practice strokes, capital letters, lowercase letters, days of the week, months of the year. It was this big bumper pack, and I thought that that would be really useful because it gives me lots of different things to practice. So I do recommend that, and plus it was a digital download, so I was able to find it on Etsy, digitally download it, print it out and get going. The brush pen that I've decided to use is a Uni Pen brush pen. It's okay. I've not tried a Tombow yet. I have just put an order in for a couple of Tombow pens so I can compare. I found that the dot grid paper that I was writing on had a little bit of bite to it, so maybe the pen didn't flow quite as smoothly as I would like. And the practice sheets that I printed out, I made the mistake of printing them out on just bog standard printer paper, which again had quite a lot of bite to it. So I would say print your practice sheets out on good quality paper, just so that you get a real free flowing pen writing experience over the top of it. I decided to use a Bible verse as my inspiration for this layout, and it's actually Psalm 92 verse 5. "O Lord, how great are your works, your thoughts are very deep." And I can really relate to being that deep thinker, lost in thought, being a creative type, being inspired by the Creator. And I just find it really comforting that as a creative, we are allowed to be deep thinkers. I used to say overthinking, but I have managed to reframe that and put it into more of a positive light. So this spread is nearly complete, and so far I'm pretty pleased with how this first attempt at creative journaling has come out. Just need to add my journaling to the page. And here we have it. As a deep thinker, I require plenty of solitude. How reassuring to know my Creator is also one of many deep thoughts. Solitude is a time of prayer to soak in His presence, to draw nearer to the Creator. And look, my incense has run out, and that is it, guys.